Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, I think a month. I don't even know, let me check. But it's been a while, guys. I know that for sure. I haven't posted any videos since, let's see, I'm positive it's like a month. And I'm lying. Really? Only 2 weeks ago? This is not right. It feels like longer than that. Okay, so 2 weeks. I haven't posted in 2 weeks. There's a reason why. So I'm gonna explain. Thirsty. I'm gonna drink my water first. I was really thirsty. So it's been 2 weeks since I haven't posted, and there's a reason behind that. I don't know how I'm gonna start. And I'm gonna end up crying. Oh my god. Alright, so it's been 2 weeks. I know I've been MIA. I haven't posted because there's just some big news that I found out. Actually, that me and my boyfriend found out. That we are expecting a little baby. Which is, wow, crazy to say now that I'm like saying it. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you like a little backstory. Like it was like maybe the beginning of November. I started feeling very nauseous, like out of the blue, like with different things. Like we have these like smoke odor candles. Obviously I smoked before, I found out. That never got me nauseous before, and one day I like lit it up and it got me really nauseous. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Whatever, kind of like bypassed that, whatever. Then I remember I showered that same day, which is crazy. Took a shower, got out the shower, and I went to put deodorant on. But as I like took off the cap, the smell of the deodorant got me nauseous. I was like, okay, that's weird. So I kind of paid more attention to that. And then I would say throughout the week, I remember one night I was cooking dinner for myself and I literally got lightheaded, like out of the blue, like out of nowhere. Like I was perfectly fine. I've been drinking water like normal, and I got lightheaded. I was like, okay, this is weird. So then a few days later, I kind of had a clue that I was pregnant, but I was like, maybe I'm just bugging, you know. But then like one day, like my boyfriend went to work early, and he was coming out of work and he's like, oh, do you want anything? And I was like, yeah, I want pickles. He's like, pickles? Like, yeah, like I want, actually that sounds so good right now. But yeah, he was like, you want pickles? I was like, yeah, I want pickles. Like, go get pickles. From that moment, I was like, okay, like I have to be like, who the fuck craves pickles? Like, pickles. Like, it's okay if you're craving, I don't know, cheesecake or a burger or whatever, but pickles? I was like, alright, I think I am. But I waited like a week till my missed period. It was exactly a week, actually. Yeah, it was like exactly a week. So one night I was actually talking to my best friend, and I told her, and she was like, well, just go to Walgreens, go get a pregnancy test and whatever. And I'm like, okay. So I go get it, whatever. And then I was like, you know what, I'll do it like tomorrow morning, because like I did read online that like it's more accurate like if you do it in the morning because of your hormones, I guess, or whatever. Let me get comfy. Oh my god, yeah, I have no bra on. That's why I have a robe on, guys. But I like to rub my belly. makes my belly feel good. But yeah, so this is, I will never forget, Friday, November 16th. I woke up in the morning and I had to pee so bad. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take it. And my boyfriend was sleeping. He was like, no, I want to do it like while I'm awake. But I was like, I had to pee so bad that I was like, whatever, like I'm just gonna do it and I'll wake him up, you know. So yeah, it was 7:30 in the morning. I peed on the stick. I waited 3 minutes, and I'm gonna cry because I'm pregnant. Yeah, the first test came out positive, and I was like, babe, like I woke him up from the bathroom, I'm like, babe, and like he already knew. He's like, what? And I was like, I'm pregnant. And he's like, no. He's like, take another one. So the first test that I took was the one that shows you, you know, the lines. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the one that says pregnant or not pregnant. And then I took that one and it came out pregnant. And so I like took him and I brought him to the room and I showed him. I don't know why I'm so emotional. It's not sad, it's like happy tears. So I showed him and he was like looking at them and he was like in shock. And I'm like, wow, like we're pregnant, you know. And I'm like, what are we gonna do? And you know, obviously we're gonna keep the baby. We made the baby out of love, you know. So yeah, we're pregnant. So it's been a couple weeks, I think, like 3 weeks now, 3.5 weeks since then. Not like 3 weeks, right? Yeah, or 2, I don't know, whatever, 2-3 weeks since November 16th when I found out. We made an appointment to my OBGYN just to get it confirmed. So we just went last Wednesday and I am pregnant. And I am very small. I'm only 6 weeks. Yeah, I'm 6 weeks. 6 weeks. So it's very little. We did have like a little, I guess, scare. So Wednesday when I went, you know, they checked me, they did a pap smear. They did say my cervix was a little like inflamed. So my OBGYN just like inserted a medicine, you know, to help it. And he said, you know, you're gonna spot, but it's not gonna be a lot. You're just gonna be very lightly spotting. And you're gonna, you know, like the medicine that I put in you is gonna come out. I'm like, okay. So the next day, you know, the medicine was coming out, whatever. And then maybe like 11:30 at night, my boyfriend was like playing indoor soccer with his friend. And I had woke up from like a little nap that I took, and it was like 11:30, and I saw like blood on my sheets, in my bed sheets. So I got really scared. And then when I went to the bathroom, it was like bleeding. I was bleeding a little bit. It wasn't like a crazy amount, but it was just like enough to like scare me, I guess. And I called my OBGYN, and he told me, you know, just to relax for the whole week, the weekend. This was Thursday night, yeah. And, you know, don't pick up anything heavy, just like relax, don't do anything. And I was like, okay. So then Friday morning, I kind of stopped bleeding, which was good. And then maybe I took a nap again in the afternoon. Just an FYI, when you're pregnant, you get really tired. Even though I'm early, I just feel exhausted. But yeah, so then I woke up, it was like maybe 2:30, and like I got up. Rocky, be a good boy, no barking. Hey, be a good boy, okay? Be a good boy. So yeah, it was like 2:30, and I had gotten, like, physically got up, and like I felt like warm gush, and I went to the bathroom and I was bleeding a lot, and I started crying. And then, I know it's gonna sound really graphic, but I just want to give you guys all the insight. And then, yeah, I was bleeding a lot, and then I called my boyfriend and I was like, you know, let's go to the hospital because I just want to make sure that the baby's okay. Because like a blood clot came out, and they say like when a blood clot comes out, like it's a possibility you could have a miscarriage. So that was kind of going through my mind, and I was like really scared. So then I called my OBGYN and he didn't answer, which we'll get into the topic of that. So I texted one of my friends because she has kids, she has 2 kids, and she's been through it, and she was like, you know, Sam, just go to the hospital just to make sure everything's okay. I'm like, okay. So my boyfriend was actually at work, so he flew here from Washington Heights. Like, he flew from New York, literally got here in 10 minutes at rush hour, which is crazy. And then we went to the hospital, you know, obviously got checked in, whatever. Long story short, we got our first ultrasound done at the hospital, and we heard a heartbeat. Because I was just like really scared, you know, like when you see blood and a lot of blood, you're like, fuck, like, you know, you try not to think of the worst, but you know, you have to think about it, you know. But she did the ultrasound, the lady, and there's a heartbeat, like full-blown heartbeat, which made me so happy. I was like, oh my god, like, you know, so surreal, you know, to like see it and hear it, like it's crazy. But yeah, there's a heartbeat, so the baby's okay. It was like pretty cool to see. I wish I like took my camera, but like, you know, in the spur of the moment, you just don't think about that. But yeah, the baby's okay. There's a heartbeat, which was so cool. And like my boyfriend, like, he saw it and he heard it, and like to see his face was like priceless. It's probably like one of the best like things to see, you know. But yeah, so everything's okay with the baby. Regarding the bleeding, at the very moment I am not bleeding anymore. It stopped, so that's a good thing. But you know, they did, the hospital, the nurses, the doctor did advise me, you know, literally all weekend just to stay at home, bed rest, don't do anything at all, like don't move. You know, don't walk like a lot. So that's what I've been doing. So today is Sunday, December 2nd. So I'm pretty much on bed rest, you know, just as a precaution, you know. But the nurse and the doctor at the hospital did inform me to follow up with my OBGYN on Monday, which will be tomorrow. So I'm gonna follow up with him tomorrow and just show him all the paperwork. you know, and then we go from there. I also did schedule, hi Rockstar. I scheduled my 8-week ultrasound, which would be in 2 weeks. Not this week, the following week. Also to make sure the baby's still okay. And to see how big it's grown. Which on Friday when we saw at the hospital, it was like so little. Like it's crazy. It's like a little, literally like a little bean. It's so little. But it was kind of cool because you saw the heart like pumping. It was kind of cool. But yeah, so that is what the update is. But yeah, with my OBGYN, obviously this is the first time that I'm pregnant. But my experience with him, they were trying to contact him while I was in the hospital and he did not answer. I paged him before I left. They paged him at the hospital, and I also paged him again. So that was 3 pages. Didn't answer. I don't know if he ever called the hospital back. I don't know that. But yeah, so that kind of got me pissed. So, and also I didn't know this obviously beforehand, which I mean, I think it's a good thing to know, even though you're not considering to get pregnant, for any women out there. But to know what hospital your OBGYN is affiliated with. So I did not know this, and he's affiliated with 2 hospitals that, 1 are far from me, and 2, the ratings are pretty bad. So I'm not really feeling it. And the fact that he hasn't reached out is another thing that kind of has me ticked off. So I will see him tomorrow, but I will be switching, God willing, to another one that my friend recommended me to, that she had her daughter with, that she absolutely loved, and actually is affiliated with the hospital that I went to on Friday, which is Holy Name Medical Center here in Teaneck by me. I know, we're going, relax. And she told me, like, when she gave birth, like, they were very attentive to her. All the nurses and doctors were amazing. That's actually how she met her OBGYN. Yeah, and she had like a really good experience at Holy Name. So, and it's close. Like, I'm not gonna go freaking to Carajo land while I'm in labor. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna last, you know what I mean? Like, so those are things to think about. So yeah, so that is my update. I don't really have like a big belly yet because I'm still little, but you could see a little something. Let me see if I could show you guys. And here it is. A little belly. Pretty cool. I know I got a white belly. I'm a white girl. But that is how my belly looks from this side. It kind of looks different on each side, which I think is kind of weird, but I guess this is what it is. So that's how it looks. Pretty little, but that's my belly. Hey Rocky, there's Mama's belly. Like if he knows. But yeah, I'll be back on YouTube very soon, but it will definitely be after our parents know that we're pregnant and we're expecting, so it'll be a little bit. But yeah, so that's my little update on where I've been for a little bit. I've been just trying to take care of the baby and me, trying to remain stress-free, remain healthy, try to eat healthy, even though I've been a little bit figured out, kind of. Not a lot, just a little. But yeah, so I'll be back very soon. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because you will, well, I will be recording my whole pregnancy journey on YouTube. So I'll be back soon, guys. Bye.